Hello, and welcome back as my symphony of destruction continues to build to a crescendo in Perfidious Beat Plays XCOM War of the Chosen. And I think we all know that this crescendo is going to be immediately followed by me falling off the stage into the orchestra pit and shattering my neck like your grandpa's hip that day he fell down the basement stairs. It's gonna be pretty ugly. Sorry, Pop Pop. It's just, you know, this campaign, it has a tempo. There's a tempo to the campaign, and that tempo goes triumph, tragedy, comedy, triumph, tragedy, misclick, tragedy, rage quit. That's how it goes. And the smackdown we just laid on the Archon King, I think very definitely qualifies as one of those triumphant beats in that progression, which means, you know, we're probably doomed. We just had our "we escaped a supermarket full of crazy assholes" moment, and now it's time for our, well, guess I'd better shoot my son in the head 10 seconds before the cavalry arrives moment. We're due. That's the way this campaign works. I'm sorry, Thomas Jane, I didn't mean to, like, fire shots. It's an appropriate metaphor. I'm also, Thomas Jane, sorry they didn't pick Hung up for another season, and now you're stuck on a mediocre Sci-Fi Channel original series adaptation of a fantastic series of novels written by George R.R. Martin's assistants in their spare time. Which, you know what? The Expanse now, I think, James S.A. Corey novels are up to, like, what, 7 books? I'm assuming just because, as George R. R. Martin's assistants, the two authors who make up James S.A. Corey just, you know, they got an abundance of free time. They'll be like, yeah, what are we gonna do? Edit the Winds of Winter? It's been 5 years. We could have edited it 45 times by now. They're gonna have a shitload of spare time. And also, you know, that spare time quotient they've got probably isn't going down any, because at this pace, it's gonna be, what, 2023 before the final book in the series comes out? I know people are always giving George R. R. Martin guff about, hey, aren't you worried you're gonna die before you finish these books? And it kind of pisses him off. But you know what? I'm not in that camp, because at this point, I'm not really worried that he's gonna die. I'm more worried that I'm gonna die. Be like, hey, could you step it up, George? I mean, I know it's discourteous to suggest that you might perish before you finish your life's work, before you complete your magnum opus, but actually, I'm not in the best health, sir. I'm more worried that I might croak. I just want to read and appreciate your work before, you know, the Grim Reaper comes a-calling to take old Pete back to the hoary netherworld. That's all I'm saying. You know what, J.K. Rowling? There's no reason for you to not be concealed here. Let's go ahead and do that. Actually, do we have another concealment in the, like, Charlie? Charlie, you don't have concealed. All right, let's just put you on Overwatch. And Cormac, let's get you on Overwatch. I really just want more Tabitha King, who I think we can all agree has been the Smash Mouth style all-star of this mission. Hey now, she's an all-star. She's got her game on. Yo, hey. What can we say about it? Reapers are so good. That's all there is to it. Reapers are just, they're absolutely fantastic amazing. I don't think that's a word. If it's not, it goddamn well should be, and it should be used exclusively to describe Reapers. Fantastic amazing, probably not even a big enough portmanteau. Like, we should put another word in there. Fantastic amazing tastic. Hop the fence. Okay, sort of got her. Gryffindor's getting ready to get in there and do some damage. I'm assuming there are other enemies on this map. We've only killed like one pod and an alien ruler. But if they're on the map, I'll be damned if I can tell where they're at. Anybody got anything here? Like, you know, a clue, a hint, suggestion, inkling, notion, hunch, something to help us out here? A tiny bit of strategic information is really all I'm looking for. Maybe they're on the roof. Right, Lauren Monster Bukes, we might as well get you up here. And then I guess we'll take Tabitha King in through the window and have her go peek around inside the facility a little bit. If there's nothing in there, we might just have her jump in there and go ahead and set the X4 charges. Okay, Tab, where you at? Where you at, girl? Okay, that's not you. Can you just, you know what? Oh, that's going to reveal you because you have to open the door. Why don't you come over here and peek in this window for me?
I am at your service.
Is there anybody in this room?
Another experiment to advance their occupation.
Nope, just whatever this is. It looks like a woman strapped to a table. I guess we're just stealing pages straight out of the Dr. Tigan playbook now. Yeah. Anything in here? Nope.
Headed there now.
So this room is empty? I find this difficult to believe. Let's put J.K. Rowling in here. Maybe we'll just ever set the charge. I mean, there's got to be another enemy around here somewhere, right? Well, maybe not. Okay, so while we prepare, let's get the team in a nice tight cluster, because I'm assuming as soon as we set these charges, we are going to get a little bit of a reinforcement tick, and I'm a little concerned about that. I'm also a little concerned there's a bunch of dudes on the roof, so let's take Tabitha King up there and check it out. Pete, you shouldn't really be yellow moving into the unknown on the final turn. I'm that confident in Tabitha King's ability to remain undiscovered that I had no qualms about taking that move. And now that we know where these guys are, this is going to allow us to set up a much more effective way to eliminate them. Although probably we could just throw a grenade at the roof and drop all of them through a hole in the ceiling, and then they'd just be all dead. Cormac McCarthy, let's get you over here. And on Overwatch. Let's see if these guys on the roof are moving around. I don't even think they're moving. Oh, they are moving. Don't step on Tabitha King, though. Just don't step on Tab. Good enough. Also, thank you for remaining next to each other to keeping it simple for us to throw a grenade at your position and blow the roof apart. Appreciate that.
Status confirmed.
Probably should not have had J.K. Rowling take that move. Probably should blast a hole in the roof here, though, and bring these dudes down. So, what's our best spot for roof blasting? I think becomes the question. Chuck, you could get up here. That's actually be a real good spot for roof blasting. What can we do from where we're at? Well, we could straight up get the job done from right here, actually. No need to move at all. All right, Charles, if you would be so kind, sir. Drop a nice plasma grenade up there, destroy that roof, drop these dudes through a hole in the floor, and then we'll just mop them all up. Tumble, tumble. I remember falls being more dangerous. I mean, they did just take 4 damage from a 2-story plummet. Seems like it should be maybe a little more. So, who wants to deal with these guys? Charlie? I mean, you can probably kill all of them, I think, right? So we've got one here, one here. Where'd that other guy go? I know there was a 4th. He is on the 2nd floor. Huh. Alright, well, Charles, we're going to have you come over here and kick off the old serial action. And we're just going to have you step over here and start shooting men in the brain. It's going to be mostly brain shots. So shoot this man in the brain. Okay. Done. Open brain, insert bullet. Job's finished. And we're serial and implacable, so... Yep, there you go. And the old dome piece there.
Kill confirmed.
Yep, it was pretty beautiful. And then I think we can just maybe walk up here with our remaining blue move, and then we'll also shoot this man in the brain. So we set him up, and Charlie Houston, 1, 2, 3, takes him down. Probably could have used the sword there just to conserve ammo. And Charlie, I mean, he's still got an action. Let's have him go ahead and use what I believe is a free reload. And I mean, shit. I don't even know what else to do with him. We could call for evac now that the bomb is planted, so let's just throw this down. I dislike the fact that we can't call evac in on a place where we already have people standing. Like, we can't evac to a position where we already have team members. That seems not great. So we call for evac. We're going to have a pod of reinforcements show up. So let's just get ready to ambush said pod of reinforcements. Because you know I'm taking down at least 1 pod of reinforcements. Pete, what about the extra fatigue time? Wouldn't it be better to just leave now? At this point, every member of our team is already going to be down for some number of days anyway. It doesn't really hurt us to take the extra opportunity to maybe farm a few kills.
Non-evade detection.
Although, you know, we actually could just... You know, Tabitha King, you are the one exception to this rule.
I'm on the move.
We're not going to need you. I'm going to go... Well, I would like to feed you some kills, though. Nah, I'm just going to go ahead and have you leave. I don't need you racking up any more tired time. Because your running partner, Joe Hill, is already sort of out of commission. We should see a pod of reinforcements coming down here. Yep. All right. Well, these guys are about to get just pooped on.
Be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound.
Well, you know, you say hostile reinforcements, but let's talk certain values of the word reinforcement here. So Cormac McCarthy's going to come over here and stand. Chuck Wendig, I think we'll just we do want you in cover vis-a-vis these gentlemen who are about to land, but really all you're going to need to do is just hop over this fence. Put you on Overwatch. Lauren Bukes, same sort of deal. Hop the fence, Overwatch a bit. And Charlie Houston, we'll just go ahead and put you in your standard killing position, which is going to be right here. Standard killing position for old Charles, and it's Overwatch there. And then the Mother of Monsters. Can we get an Overwatch? You know what? I'll run and gun. It's fine. Pete, you're going to run and gun for an Overwatch into a drop zone where you already have 3 people who attack anything that lands next to you. Yeah, why not? There's no kill like overkill. These guys are about to get pooped on. And this is where the tragedy beat comes in, and that one of the guys that jumps out of this plane is a purifier and explodes when he dies. Yeah, you guys are about to have a real bad day. Also, none of you is a purifier, so we're totally stoked. Well, this is gonna get real ugly, gentlemen. Welcome to the phone booth. Okay. So, stabbed, shot, stabbed, also stabbed, perhaps shot a little bit. And then, yep, that didn't work out so well, did it? Oh my god, she killed him so hard he bounced off the ground, flew up into the air, and landed over here in a puddle. The robot's like, oh, shit, my doom is imminent. Yeah, we should probably go now. So what we need is somebody to get rid of the Overwatch, have a move action left, and then kill that robot. Let's see here. Haywire Protocol, does this end our turn? It does not. I mean, we should really just go. Capacitor Discharge, I know, ends our turn. So does Combat Protocol. Do we have anybody who has lightning reflexes? We could have somebody with lightning reflexes, right? Somebody's got it. Charlie? Charlie is... Well, he doesn't trigger Overwatch. That's not quite the same. But you know what? All things considered, it's not quite the same, but it's probably good enough. J.K. Rowling, do you have lightning reflexes? You also have Shadow Step. Cormac McCarthy, you have full throttle. You don't have shit. Oh, you know what, Cormac McCarthy? Is your little whip thing on cooldown? Your little insta... Oh, you can only whiplash once a mission. Well, that's hogwash. Alright, Charles. As usual, when the chips are down and something dangerous has to be done, it's once again up to you to do it. What do you got here? 81%. Does that get better if we rupture him? It's exactly the same. Well, we're going to hit him with the rupture anyway. Yep. So, there goes most of his armor. I thought that got rid of armor. Perhaps I'm mistaken. I mean, I'm clearly mistaken. Chuck Wendig, let's get you a kill. You can see this man from here? Yes.
Here I come.
And we'll go ahead and have you just finish this gentleman off, although 74% is not fantastic, Charles. We got a lot of Chucks and Charlies on the old team here. We got Charlie Houston, we got Chuck Wendig. We should probably get a Charles Strauss in all, like, I mean, just if we're being fully honest, we probably should have one. JK, let's get you over here. And Cormac McCarthy, I'm sorry you didn't get to do anything, but par for the course. You were already more intrinsic to the success of this mission than you have been on literally any other mission we've ever taken you on. And you didn't even get shot for a change. It's going to be a change in worldview for Cormac McCarthy. The guy is bleak as shit. He's dark, he's bitter, he's grim, usually. But in this case, he's like, oh, you know what? This is the one thing I've ever done that had a happy ending. The one thing that didn't end in tragedy. Which belies my whole symphony conceit from the start of the episode, because tragedy was an intrinsic part of that. But we could sit here and kill pods of reinforcements all day long. We really could. We could do that all day. As many guys as wanted to land, we could kill them that fast. The team is just that good at ambush and Overwatch drops. Thing is, why take a bunch of tiredness for EXP that sort of we don't really need and aren't going to be able to get on the right team members anyway? Let's just, let's just go. Operation Righteous Grave. We left an enemy alive? Where? Must have been a turret or something that we didn't catch. 252 combined kills. XCOM is just getting started. I love the pose with... I mean, Charlie Houston's pose there is... We gotta make it look like he's gripping his own giant sword-shaped penis, though, right? Like, we gotta frame it so he's like, look at my sword dong! And also I can cover up Cormac McCarthy's face a little bit. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's the sword dong. That's what I need. Take that photo.
If anything, I fear we are making it easier for them to catalog our people.
Do we really care? I mean, they're all published authors. All they have to do is go to the Library of Congress and be like, looking them up. They're in the card catalog, Dr. Tigan. They couldn't be much easier to find.
I would like to assure the citizens of Advent that our peacekeepers will stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal elements.
Have you ever considered going full Fahrenheit 451 on us there, Mr. Speaker? Maybe just burning all of the collected works of our heroes so that they can't inspire the people not only with their combat actions, but with their literary chops as well? Be like, yeah, this guy wrote a book about killing aliens, and then he went out and started killing aliens. I, too, am inspired to follow in his footsteps. I'm gonna go kill aliens and then write a book about the war. I'm gonna do it the other way, though, not write the book first and then do it. I'm gonna do it and then write the book. It's more of the Hemingway method, really. How did Chuck Wendig wind up shaken after this mission? Nothing went wrong and nobody got injured. Okay, I mean... We definitely want both of these. I'm sort of in... I'm actually thinking about taking Reaper. I mean, I love my rapid fire, don't get me wrong. It's an amazing ability. These are both going to be like 25 points, though. We've been using so much more melee. Mostly because it's just better now. I mean, they made melee a viable build in this one. Reaper is real good. It has a really long cooldown, but as I understand, rapid fire, I think, also has a cooldown now. Didn't used to. Reaper or rapid fire? A bunch of little hits or one real... You know what? I still think I would rather have rapid fire. I mean, I'm going to get both, don't get me wrong. Ultimately, we're going to have both. But for now, I think rapid fire is still the better bet. Also picked up an Elerium Core Superior Autoloader is great. 3 free reloads.
Destroyed. Their efforts to develop the Avatar project.
Yeah, they were really hampered. We dropped them by all of 1, Optimus Prime. I gotta say, I've been a little bit disappointed in the team's ability to reduce the Doom Clock. Chuck, I guess. Yeah, okay. Don't we have somebody who has a negative quirk that we need to get rid of? Yes. Charlie Houston has something terrible. I don't remember what it was, but we're gonna go get rid of whatever it was that it was. Negative Twitter cry. Fear of missed shots. Chuck Wendig is just... The guy's a combat wreck, man. Every time we send him into battle, he comes back with some kind of new phobia. Charlie, buddy, is the battle fatigue getting to you? You're down for 14 days. All right. It's a very long time. Jerry Priest is out for 4. Rowling and Bukes are down for a very long... Man, I really wanted to go hunt the Chosen, but we can't do it with those guys all tired. Tabitha King's still ready for action. That's good. So we got her on Joe Hill. 5 days for Charlie while he gets rid of that negative trait, which is honestly fine. We've got some up-and-comers who are up-and-coming. R.L. Goosebump Stein. It's a bond with Stephanie Meyer. Can we deepen that bond? Do we have anybody who qualifies for bond deepening? Sounds like a dental technique. What'd you do? Oh, I went in for some bond deepening. It's pretty good, actually. The old dentures are really cemented in there now that I've deepened the bond. 4 days to plasma rifles. Which means, honestly, if it's 4 days to plasma rifles, what we need right now is cash. We need money. Cash money, not pencil shavings. Our facility is destroyed. Avatar progress has been retarded. Doom counter is thwarted. We have a supply drop available. Let's go pick up these supplies. And then I think we're going to go to the black market and just sell some stuff. Like, probably a lot of stuff. We can get more alloys and Elerium crystals there as well. Okay, so we got that sorted. Let's ignore that. Let's go to the black market. We got to go get ball of derp. It's really time for us to start working on the whole ball of derp thing. I keep calling her ball of derp, and it sounds like I'm saying ball of derp. I don't really want to buy shit. Although it does cost intel. We have 401. Is any of this stuff good? Superior stock, superior expansive mag. Okay, so like superior speed is a must-have. What else we got? Superior expanded magazine? Sure. What else you got for me over here? Superior stock? Why the hell not? Superior agility? That one we're gonna say no. Chosen hunter information. Halves hunt chosen covert time action. Huh. Interesting. We could rush some research. Not really interested in that. We could just straight out buy a bunch of supplies for intel. This typically feels like a really bad trade. Let's see what we can sell before we go straight in and just start buying it outright. You guys are very interested in stun lancer corpses. Alright, have, let's say, 2. One old shitty stock. You know what? If you're very interested in the old crappy stock, go ahead and take it. I'm probably unlikely to equip that. It's been sitting around for a while. We get a bunch of alloys and crystals, officers, troopers, sectoids. What else can we afford to get rid of? Purifiers. We got a lot of advent mech wrecks. Let's get rid of some of those. Like 6. Shield bearers, 2 archons. Still need those. Priests. We like get rid of 2 of those. We need that turret rack. Nothing doing with our flashbang. The data pad. We have 2 facility leads. We have an extra skulljack, which I'd rather hang on to. 1 Andromedon rack. No way are you getting any of my cores. Tempted to give you these 2 hair triggers because we're just really unlikely to use. You know what? Yeah. Regular baseline hair triggers, those are never getting used. It gets a 76. Is that going to be enough for plasma weapons? In all likelihood, the answer to that question is no. So you know what? Let's just go ahead. I'm gonna do it. I said I feel like it's not a great investment, but we have 286 intel right now. What are we doing with it? Absolutely nothing. Plus, we could go investigate a pack of stray dogs and get 4 more. We do really need to work on expanding our contacts, though, because I want to have another safety valve open, which currently we don't have. We do have a sabotage coming up in 4 days. The Beastie Boys are going to be in town. Let's start scanning this. Alien machinery has been cleared. Okay, there's another 125 bonus supplies, 25 alloys. We could build a shadow chamber. We probably should build a shadow chamber.
Instruction on the shadow chamber whenever you're ready.
I'm ready right now, Lily. Why don't you go ahead and do that in a room that won't require any additional power. Put Axel Weber on the job. And now we just have, like, idle engineers, right? Yeah. Do we even have anywhere to assign these idle engineers? The answer is no. We really kind of don't. We could upgrade the workshop and get ourselves more worker robots, but we don't really need more worker robots at the moment. We could build a communications array and perhaps get ourselves some more communication slots, but we don't really need those at the moment either. You know what? I guess let's, like, build a lab? You know what? Sure. Go ahead and build a laboratory. Yeah, put that unstaffed engineer in there. Why the hell not? Minje show needs something to do. So we have unstaffed engineers, but we even have one guy who's just standing in the infirmary looking for somebody to help. We don't have anything for these guys to do. I'm sorry, you guys are... We're all full up. Let's go. These alloys, and if we got that, we could get a shitload of money out of it. You know what? No, let's go make contact. We do have, I think, currently a bonus that reduces our scanning time by half. We'll try and take advantage of that as quickly as we can, but again, the most important thing right now is getting another safety valve open, which we're not going to have time to do because our resistance havens are under assault. So that's going to be our next mission. I guess we'll go defend a resistance haven.
You're recruiting new staff for the engineering team,
but
as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment.
You know, Lily, I'm going to delegate this task to you. You know, it's they say a good leader knows when to delegate, and this is one of those opportunities. You figure out what you want them to do, Lily, and I'm putting them directly under your control. Consider this a promotion. We're giving you 2 direct reports. You're moving up the org chart. You'll figure out what it is you want them to do, and then tell them to go do it, and tell them I told them to do what you tell them to do. I'm telling myself that this episode is done. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to watch the symphony come from a rising crescendo to a screeching halt as I tumble into the orchestra pit and certainly slay myself, might consider subscribing as well, because our doom is inevitable and we post new episodes every single day. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.